So let me ask you this question. So sometimes as a Fed chair, right, he's not pleasing the left nor the right because Trump comes out and says he would replace political Jay Powell as Fed chair. He wanted to replace Jay Powell as a Fed chair, accusing him of being political as predicting that he would cut interest rates to help the Democrats this year. Trump was fiercely critical of Powell while he was president from 2017 to 2021, and his latest comments point to serious friction between the Fed and the White House that could erupt next year if he defeats Joe Biden in November. I think he's going to do something to probably help the Democrats. It looks to me like he's trying to lower rates for the sake of maybe getting people elected. I don't know. When asked if he would offer another 4-year term to Powell in 2026, Trump, who was the frontrunner of the Republican nomination, answered, "I wouldn't do that." Although Trump nominated Powell to Fed chair in 2018, he eventually turned against the U.S. Central Bank, accusing it of keeping interest rates too high at the time of the trade wars with China and Europe and a brazen challenge to U.S. central bank's independence. When you hear that, okay, do you think Powell is playing politics, or do you think Powell is actually doing a good job?
When you look at the last statement that Powell made, I think he's doing a good job. You look at the last statement that Jay Powell made in the 60 Minutes interview. He said, you know, we've done this with integrity and we're not going to give it up now. It was something like that. It was the very last thing he said about integrity, and it was a statement he made at the end. I'm summarizing it there. I'm not quoting him, but I'm hoping we can find that. And I think he's correct. Chairman of the Fed is not a political position, but it can be politically inconvenient when they do things for the economy because the other side can claim victory, or it can be painful. And that, I think, is exactly what Trump is talking about. Trump's referring to it as political, but I really don't think it's that political, because I would, if he was kowtowing to Treasury and Janet Yellen and just dropping rates 6-7 times, then I would say, what the hell is he doing? Why is he dropping it as fast as he raised it? We don't need to go back to rates that are that
Rob, is
low.
this the one, Rob? Yeah. Can you play it, please?
There are people watching this interview who are skeptical about that.
You know, I would just say this. Integrity is priceless. And at the end, that's all you have. And we plan on keeping ours.
Do you believe him?
I do believe him. Yeah. And I think 3 cuts this year, which keeps dollar value higher. Remember, this makes the dollar stronger on a trade basis. I think that this is the right call. And by the way, interestingly enough, did you see, I don't think I saw anything from Jamie Dimon running to a microphone saying, "Oh my gosh, I'm bleeding. This is terrible. We need more rate cuts." I didn't see that.
I think
Jamie Dimon is the rational player.
Look, I think Jerome Powell has done a great job. I would give him a very high grade. People don't understand. America has had the best recovery since COVID out of any major country in the world, period. Name another country that has done better since COVID than the United States. So and I don't even understand why Biden is not taking credit for this, because largely a lot of part of it is Jerome Powell. Inflation, it was double digits 3 years ago, currently 3.4%. Unemployment skyrocketed during COVID, obviously 3.7%. Those are the two things that Jerome Powell is tasked to do. So he is probably the most not name recognizable, impactful person in the country. And I've said his name multiple times on the podcast. We all have.